Two Indians walk into a bar. Welcome back to Laugh While the World Burns, where every Sunday I show a few highlights of the idiocracy that is modern-day society. Please consider hitting that like button, and if you haven't already, smash subscribe, click the bell, and select all notifications so you don't miss future episodes. We got some good memes and some idiocracy news this week, so let's get into it. Magazine ad from 1996. They say in 30 years, a burger and fries could cost $16, a vacation $12,500, and a basic car $65,000. No problem, you'll eat in, you won't drive, and you won't go anywhere. And less than 30 years later, all of this is true, and a whole lot more. Welcome to Portland, Oregon. A tent with a 2-car garage. Still a whole lot better than having to sleep in their car. There's more and more homeless people every day. White woman gives birth to a black baby and accuses her husband of having with a black girl. The only question I'd like to know is she really that stupid? Or did she just think that her husband was that stupid? Where the woke lived before the 70s. Rare footage of a liberal who has been exposed to the facts. Wait till you show up to the club in the same dress as your dad. Elderly woman accused of training her 65 cats to steal from neighbors. If you can train a cat to do even just one thing that you want it to do, you got some real skills, let alone to train 65 of them. Eat the rich. The problem with this world is the 1% and the ruling class. Taylor Swift is different. She speaks for us. Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want their illusions destroyed. Friedrich Nietzsche. And this is very true. When you have zero corruption, because you can call it lobbying. The world needs more tackle boxes and less Xboxes. Yeah, and pretty soon you're going to need it just to have something to eat. We all know that person who could really use these. Yep, and it goes both ways. For this and a couple other things. Springfield schools shocking double standard. Immigrant students can't fail. So-called English language learners cannot receive a grade lower than a C, superintendent confirmed. Immigrant students are given a much easier grading scale at a school in Springfield, Ohio, effectively preventing them from failing because they are all still considered English language learners, an email from the superintendent confirms. A high school principal in Northwestern Local School District previously sent an email to staff members at Northwestern Junior-Senior High School instructing them not to give so-called English language learners a grade lower than a C. Child sacrifice is health care. That's like saying human trafficking is free transportation. When I said pull the car to the door at Walmart, this is what I meant. Obviously, it's pouring down the rain and everything, but this is ridiculous. If you're that afraid of water, make sure you take an umbrella. Yeah, I agree. Just send the asteroid. Get it over with. I have to go to work every day. I don't. Fair enough, but you also don't have any money. Neither do you. You know, you've been in New York too long when you look at this and think, wow, that's a really nice trash pile. Well, at least it's organized. If something doesn't make you happy, remove it from your life. Can't remove everything, though. I wouldn't have much left. When you're listening to someone's story and can't relate because you're not stupid. My bills are paid. I'm good for the next 30 days. Life. Yeah, no. You're out of laundry detergent, shampoo, and paper towels. And you need gas, too. And an oil change. And don't forget what that check engine light's gonna cost you. Remember this climate potato? This is him now. How to save money and have fun as an adult. This is true, actually. Follow Maury, but it's because you need 3 incomes to survive. I've never seen an alcohol and cigarette shortage. No, but when they shut down all the shipping ports, a lot of people ran out to the stores to buy out all the toilet paper again. It's like I told people a few years ago. If you don't have food to eat, you ain't gonna have to worry about wiping your... Domino's be like 2 for $5.99. Total $24.86. Somehow, this is true. I had a $15 gift card for Domino's the last time I went there, and somehow I still end up owing them more money. Housing market be like 1 bedroom with AC on open lot, $180,000. Hey, at least you got the AC. Hopefully that means you have electric too. This is what a man bun looks like to everyone else. Has anyone tried unplugging the United States and plugging it back in? Don't worry, they're gonna unplug it soon. Only downside, that's the same plug that runs the life support. If Build Back Better was a bathroom. No, it's a whole lot worse than that. That at least is functional. The 2-party system. Pulling the lever changes the color of the trolley from red to blue. Well, the US is basically already at war with Iran and Russia. They just haven't made World War III official yet by announcing it on the news. Although, most people in the US probably won't know about it until you see a mushroom cloud. Best food 1924, best food 2024. Some things never change. There is a very good reason why they are trying to destroy all the cattle farms. And although a lot of the beef that's in the stores is not nearly as good as it used to be because of how the cows are raised, it's still a lot better than most anything else in the store. The best that you can get these days is if you know a local farmer with pasture-raised cattle who you were able to buy from directly. Doctor making $175,000 a year. Member of Congress making $175,000 a year. That's a straight up fact. Girls. I wonder why we usually live longer than boys. Boys. Top 10 organs to sell to buy a gaming PC. As soon as I seen this meme, I figured it was probably true. However, I looked it up just to check. And yes, this is a real video on a computer tech channel discussing body-related parts that you can sell in order to buy a gaming PC. And it's got almost 700,000 views now. I'll just be glad when it's all the bugs. We're getting close to this point. Didn't see very many today. Fantasy. Reality. Actually, you need to take all the stuff that's on the right side in the top picture and put it on the left side in the bottom picture. What if I told you that both political parties work for the same corporations? Actually, it's not the corporations that they're working for. They're working for the billionaire elites that own the corporations. I know most people don't want to hear this, but it's just facts. Yes, this is very true. White people should face accountability if Harris does not win, political commentator tells CNN. The responsibility of saving democracy should be on the largest demographic in the country. Angela Ryan said white voters should face consequences for not saving democracy if Vice President Harris does not win the upcoming presidential election. CNN host Victor Blackwell asked Ryan about former President Obama chastising black men for hesitating to vote for Harris. I think it's wonderful that President Obama is out hitting the trail for democracy, frankly, Ryan initially replied. And what I think is a mistake is to let white folks escape the accountability that they must face for not showing up to save democracy themselves. Everything they're doing and saying is to rile up conservatives, all of which, no matter what your views or anything else are, they bundle them all together and call them the far right, or MAGA Trump supporters. And if anything happens in this coming so-called election, and the right does anything in protest, then they'll call them right-wing extremists, and then right-wing terrorists, both of which they already do anyway. I fully expect something to happen. I'm not sure what. It could be anything from declaring that Harris won, or if they say Trump won, then something could happen between then and January 20th or thereafter. Or, like Bill Gates said, there'll be a hung election and then civil war, which I think is the most likely. People like him should know, because they create it. And they've been pushing toward this for the last 4 years. At some point, this is what they have planned, and they will blame it on the right. The problem is, most people don't understand this is exactly how they want the right to react. I told my elderly MAGA neighbor that I installed 3 gender-neutral bathrooms when I built my house, and he was disgusted. I honestly don't know if he'll ever figure it out. I think he does. He figured out you're a socialist. You can fit the whole government in here. Yep. 100%. It's all garbage. Why does this look like the cover for an 80s sitcom? It actually kind of does. Fake Walmart vest, $20. The TV I walked out with, free. Most people don't even bother with the vest. I guarantee you can probably buy those blue Walmart vests off of eBay. Yep, you sure can. And some of them even come with a name tag. I like this one down here that's already sold 32 of them. My teacher says lead dispensers unalive people. I told her my pencil failed my last exam. Well, as somebody else told me in the comments a few weeks ago, a lead dispenser is in fact a pencil. People cheating on their taxes disgust me. This is not the world I want to raise my 23 dependents in. It's probably all their cats and dogs. They should qualify as dependents. Sure cost enough. Stop doing this to your pics. Ricky Berwick. I didn't give Disney permission to do this. If you guys don't know who Ricky Berwick is, you should look him up sometime. He's got some pretty good videos. Daddy, my leg hurts. The left one or the far right? Yeah, anyone who isn't the extreme left, including those that are just, I guess you'd call them regular Democrats, and all of the independents or the centrist, all of those and the conservatives, as far as the news and government goes, are all considered the far right. That's right, guys. We've only got 1 week until the time goes back. And when it does, here where I live, it'll be getting dark just a few minutes after 5. Daylight savings time is one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. The time of the year that you actually need it is when they end it. People are eating Tide Pods and don't realize there's popcorn on their ceiling. Don't give them any ideas. This is how long my tolerance for people lasts. Fact check true. The next time you hear a celebrity saying, "We'll get through this together," send them your electric bill with a thank you note. Imagine a career of so few accomplishments that you will lie about working at McDonald's. Yeah, and now you had Trump working at McDonald's the other day. Most people's already clicked off by now, so I might as well just say it. It's all theater, an act put on for the cameras. When the fire alarm goes off at the Facebook Community Standards office. It honestly wouldn't surprise me if that's where that photo is actually from. Dad, you should have become a cop. Daughter, I don't want to. Dad, you chase the same men they do, you might as well get paid for it. For some reason, this is what a lot of younger women do these days. Still don't understand how people with no jobs are holding an iPhone 16 Pro Max and driving expensive cars. Because all the rest of the taxpayers paid for it. When you post a good meme and some idiot gets all serious in the comments. Don't know who needs to hear this, but keeping school libraries age appropriate is not the same as book banning. This is 100% true. All the libraries in these schools are children's libraries. I don't care if it's high school. There should be absolutely zero tolerance for all this pornographic material, whether pictures or explicit words, being allowed in any school. There are some places that not only the parents, but even officials are getting fed up with this. I saw a video the other day where a mayor addressed a school board, and he told them that he'd already spoke with the judge, that they had one of two choices to make. Either the board members could resign, or they would be charged with possession of CP. And that's exactly what needs to be taking place in all the schools. Boss, why didn't you do the work that I asked you to do? Me. When you realize you started a political conversation with someone who has no idea how the world works. Me watching what I predicted unfold after everyone told me I was a crazy conspiracy theorist. Me on my way to work, knowing some girl is set for life just for saying Hawk Tua. I've heard this a lot lately. I don't know what it's all about, and I really don't care. Good evening. It's 6 o'clock, and here's what we want you to think. I don't keep any of the holidays, but I just had to show this one. This would be a pretty good prank. The best thing you could do with them is take them to work and leave them in the break room. If you were to do something like that, just make sure you have a camera set up and email me the video. I sincerely appreciate every one of you who submits content to be considered here for the channel. If you would like to submit memes, links, news, or anything else, you can send it to my email, akornzstash@gmail.com. This link can also be found down below in the video description. Working is basically selling away your lifetime for money. It literally is. This is why the most expensive thing you have is time. Because time is something you can't buy, and it's also something that you can't get back. And I'll end the video with this. Don't forget, while you are busy doubting yourself, someone else is admiring your strength. This might be true for some people. Something to keep in mind, I guess. Please consider hitting that like button. If you haven't already, smash subscribe and click that bell so you'll be the first to see all new videos. And if you'd like to help support the channel, please click on one of these above and share them with your family, friends, and on social media. I thank you all for watching. You guys take care and stay safe. This is Akorn, over and out.